Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And today is another hump day. And as we celebrate Wednesdays, I just want to invite you into my home. Have a little cup of coffee. As you can see, my coffee is here. And this is early for me, but unfortunately, as you age, it seems like all of a sudden you just have so many appointments going on that you can only get them at certain times. And oh my God, it takes forever. So I'm just here to come early, to make a commitment to you, to create cards for you, and to just have some fun. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take a little sip of our coffee. Yum. And let's get us started for today. This is another sketch from Robin Messenheimer, and she passed, a few weeks ago, and I love this lady. So I really want to make sure that I honor her by just sharing some wonderful sketches with you and some incredible stories and just letting you into the world of Robin. She's pretty awesome. This sketch will be on my blog, and all the dimensions will be on my blog. So please feel free to go to ktstamps.com and take a look at what we're doing today. So without further ado, these are the two cards that we will be doing. This is just a first one from A Little Love, or a Latte Love. And it's just a long card. I don't know if you can see very well, but I stamped inside here with pecan pie, just a little bit of a heart. So I found this cup that I could die cut, and then I added all the rest, and I'll show you how I did that. This one I didn't do a very good job of measuring, but I did on my second one. And it's just a card that goes inside an envelope. This just kind of hangs over, so it gives you the illusion that there's something on the outside of the card, but when you go to write on your card, okay, you'll have to write around the focal point. So those are our two cards today. So as I bring out everything for first card, the background here was done in our new So Swirly embossing folder. This is one that the new catalog is out. If you'd like to have a digital copy, let me know, and I will get you one right away. I'll send that to you. Please feel free to post your ideas of what Robin sketches are on my Facebook. I'd love that. We are using the Latte Love. This is my little heart that I put in the middle. This is my die cut. And as you open it, this is from the online exclusive. And I went in and this is from A Little Latte. This is a designer series paper. And honestly, I just went in and found a couple of cups that I could use for this. And I had a piece in the back here, and I just used a couple of cups from it. And so that's what I did. This is really a fun designer series paper. It has coffee on one side, and then just all the nice coordinating colors that go with it. The little hearts back here, the little beans. What is it? Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie and our Petal Pink are all the colors that are in this. So I just added a little bit of everything in there. Okay, so this is Designer Series paper. This is Designer Series paper. I have Espresso, Pecan Pie, and this is our new basic gray. The what is this? The sentiment is from Wonderful Thoughts, and it is really nice because it has not only the sentiments, it has, okay, the die cuts that go with it. And I think this is my die cut to thank you if I went on this side. And you could die cut it out. So that's what I used for my sentiment. And I used this same sentiment on the Hello card. So it's just right down here. Okay, I think that's about everything. This is adhesive back swirl dots. So I just used one on here just for a little bit of an access piece, or an accent piece. And I think that's it. That's all I got for you right now. So, on this card, you can see I thought I was going to go ahead and use this. This is the excess of this pecan pie. And what I did is that I took the pecan pie, and there are times that I just don't want to waste that much paper. So here is my early espresso and my pecan pie. I am just going to take a 1/2 inch off the outside. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. So over on my paper trimmer, you see the one on the measuring side, and then do you see the one over here? This is kind of like a -1, but it is a great way to line everything up. So if you want to score or cut, whatever, you have the 1/4 of an inch, the 1/2, the 3/4, and the inch over here, and it goes to, I think it's probably 1 1/2. Well, I'm just going to line it up to this 1/2 inch mark here. And then on my score, I have these 2 little indents, and I'm going to take those to a 1/2 inch. And I put a piece of white paper behind that, so then I could see where my 1/2 inch is. And I don't know how that's turning out very well, but you can see I'm pretty much lined up there. I may need my snips. Okay, and all I'm going to, let's try this one more time. The light gray is for the scoring, and we need to have a little bit of cutting going on. So I'm going to take this down to about 4 3/4, and then I'm coming over here. I think I cut too much. My cat is in here just making a mess of everything. And on the 4, I'm just going to go to 3 3/4. And you can see my first one, I was a little bit big. Coming back up here, bringing it to 4 3/4. And then over here, lining it up. And going to it should be 3.5, but I got a little carried away and did not cut this properly. So I have a little scrap piece for another card. So from here, the front is really easy. We are just going to put this together. On this one, I am going to use, because it's embossed, I am just going to use the liquid glue. And all I'm trying to do is get it around the edges. And that's it for this. And then I am just bringing in a Kleenex because I got a little bit of glue here. And I'm just going to set this down. And then all I'm going to do with this is bring it across the edges and down the middle. And there we go. Now we're going to put this on the Espresso. And I'm just going to turn this over and just give it a nice little rub. As I told you guys before, I went to Robin's home in Hawaii, and she was on the big island of Hawaii, and she had these beautiful tropical trees. So my next one, I really wanted to honor her by having just a little bit of tropical trees so I could really make it shine and let her have fun. And we stayed together at a couple of conventions, which was really awesome. Got a chance to rekindle our friendship. And I put mini dimensionals on this. You can see that I did not do a very good job on stamping the first time. So, you know, in stamping, you always say that you're lucky because you have two sides of the paper. And this, I just use a foam adhesive sheet. There we go. And then all we're going to do is take out one of these. Come in Pecan Pie White and Petal Pink. So we are just going to take out one of our pecan pie. And our take or pick tool. And I'm just putting that up in the Swirl part of the cardstock on beige. Love this beige. This beige is just beautiful to me. It's a real nice, like Sahara sand. And then on the inside, it also comes with this, you're the best part of my day, and I wanted to add that in there. And then I put some of the coffee beans on the bottom. And again, if you guys missed it from the very beginning, I do that every time. A friend told me that you should just barely put little things around here so they can tear it out and put a new piece in there, and then they have a new card that they can send to somebody. And every time I forget to do that. It's a brand new concept for me. And there we go. Our first card is done. Yay! All right. So now our second card that we have, I'm using some retired paper. This is at the bottom. We are using our 2-inch punch, again, on the online exclusives, the stamp set, and the punch are a bundle. And this is the tropical leaf with the tropical leaf punch that is its bundle. And we're using the big ones today. And I just felt like this hello was a little bit too big to put on a 2-inch punch. So I just said, let's see what else we have. And I have my stamps ready. I have some of the Ombre Matte Decorative dots, and I'm just using 3 different colors from the green. And this is Calypso Coral, Old Olive, Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, and then Night of Navy. So those are the colors that are included in there. And what we are using is this designer series paper, which is retired, and it's called the Delightful Florals. And because I wanted something that looked tropical, I knew this had this beautiful leaf, and so I just went for it. We also are using Old Olive on this, and we will stamp off. And then we also have the Mossy Meadow. So I have everything all ready to be, I think what I'm going to do is I may layer this. Wow, I didn't know that I forgot to do so. Okay. It's amazing what you find out every now and then. So, how we put this together. Again, dimensions on my blog. This is just going to be scored. You want to make sure that you give it a nice crease. I am going to add, as soon as I add my lemon lime twist, on the inside. I wanted just a color because it looked pretty dark with just the white being inside this without any color behind it. So I really wanted to kind of bring a different view. I mean, I still think that if I'm looking at this card, it almost would look like a sketch, but that's what the best part of these sketches are, is that you get a chance to be creative. And so that's just what I did. Took the creativeness and took it a step further. So all we're going to do with this is just put a line by the side and another liquid glue line by the side. Yes, you can use tape. I did do tape, but my tape started coming off. So I added some liquid glue on the sides. And you need to let this dry just a little bit. Sometimes I like to put just a little bit of weight on it, and you make it a pocket card. Can you see the, pocket from down here? So this is a pocket card. And as we are getting ready for everything else that we have, we're just going to put this on top of this one's going to be hard to do the other. It's basic white, my bad, getting sidetracked. Basic white and Old Olive. And this is going to fit inside the pocket once the pocket dries just a little bit. I am going to take my hello and stamp it at the bottom. And again, the hello comes from the wonderful thoughts. And if you are having some issues with stamping with the Photopolymer stamp set, make sure you bring out your piercing pad. That'll have a little bit of a give, so when you stamp, it will also give into the card just a little bit, so you have a little bit more control of what's going on. And it lets the stamp kind of sink in a little bit, which will give it a better surface for stamping. So now we have this, and we are, I'm just going to stamp off on this. I have one. There we go. I'm looking for a scrap piece of paper so I can stamp off on. Here we go. So I love having my garbage can really close. I just have a scratch piece of paper. And I'll bring this in. And I want to stamp off. And then there we go. And then this next one, I'm bringing in the veins. And I'm just going to line that up. So then you can see the dark and see the light. All right, and then I am bringing out my punch. And from here, because I turned the punch over and it needs to go in what I classify as butt first, then I need to tear some of the paper around it so it will fit. Let me get some of this stuff away from here. As soon as we're done, I clean all my stamp sets. This was done with 2-inch and also with 2 3/8 inch circle punches. They are on the online exclusives. They're great to have. I tell you, I think the world of the online exclusives. I know a lot of people don't like it, but boy, I love that. I think it's well worth taking a look at. Okay, so we're going to just line this up inside here. Punch it out. There we go. We got our leaf. We can throw everything else away. So now what I want to do is put this on. The Mossy Meadow. I love this. And then I am just going to put this up a little bit with a this is from the adhesive, the foam adhesive sheets. Love these. I think they just make anybody's day. And that is just, and I put it down enough so the top part can hang off. So here's what this looks like. And then what I'm going to do once I kind of fit this all together, I need to put this leaf at the bottom. Which I just think just adds so much to it. I love this. This will slide inside the pocket. And then what I'm looking for is, I'm going to put this towards the side. And I'm only going to put dimensionals on the top. That's it. And you can use dimensionals. Again, I like my foam adhesive sheets. So there we go. We have the foam adhesive sheets at the top. When you slide that in, the bottom part is going to be like a little bit of a sleeve or something to hook onto. And then it just goes right to the bottom or to where the adhesive sheets meet the top of this. Foam adhesive sheets, I should say. And then we're almost done. We have one last thing to do, which is to put on, oops, I'm bringing this out because it already ran away. So I am just bringing out different colors. And I want a dark one. Whoops. All right. Most of the time I don't ever find those when they shoot up like that. So I'm going to put this one there. And then I'm going to take this big one and stick it right there at the bottom. So here are my little dots. 3 different colors. Love this. And this is my second card. I really like that. I wish I would have found that I stamped that, or I had that in my stamping supplies. I love that. So as I take another drink from my coffee, this is just a great morning to share with you these beautiful cards. And I am great. If you want to case any of these cards, I am wonderful. If you share with me your cards, love to have cards shared with me. It's like, oh, one of my biggest gifts is to have you share cards. This is the design that we did. Again, it will also be on my blog. And my name is Kevon, and I'm from ktstamps.com, and I love creating cards for you. So, Robin, we've had many cups of coffee together, and I just can't thank you enough for being my friend. So, thank you for allowing me to share your design with a lot of people out there in the world. You've been a great inspiration to me, and I love you, and I will miss you a lot. So everybody, take care. Have a great day. Take one of these cards, send it to 5 people today. Everybody loves to have homemade cards from you. They love to get surprise in the mail. So thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.